And we are back with another freaking video. This is basically back to back from the previous video, which was
this happened like a minute ago.
Assassin's Creed Unity, the Assassin's Creed Unity review. If you guys go watch that, there should be a link somewhere, a box here. I don't know where I will put it, but it's gonna be here somewhere.
Ding! I got the box. Ding, ding, ding,
maybe at the end or I don't know. It'll be here somewhere. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Assassin's Creed Syndicate review. I talked about this game before, but I never really talked about YouTube.
Evil, wicked twins have twin things, and then they fight people. The rooks, the games. What?
No,
that's the game. That's the game.
You want to talk crap? Talk your crap because
it's a bad game. It's a 4 out.
Well, you need to talk about why it was a bad game.
Gangsters. Twins for some reason. You have a hat as the other guy. No, what the hell? Yeah.
I'm going to turn the camera and have him see you if you don't knock it off.
Evil.
Then shut up. Alright. So, let's talk about the things I liked before I talk about the things I didn't like.
Glasses.
This is basically Unity's patch. This is basically
Unity, but made worse.
This is Unity, but
made worse.
But not Unity. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not. This is supposed to be Unity. So yeah, this was not. This is basically.
It did not make it great again.
Syndicate was not the game we were looking for. This game could have been better. It was really. You wanna know? And you wanna know what? Probably the biggest problem with this game, a lot of people said, was the end. And the end.
It was a repeat ending until you beat the guy.
The end was
ridiculous.
So bad that
ridiculous.
There was no character build up to any of this.
They act the same. And
like, there was nothing that worked. And
all the DLC was bad.
Nothing, like, the DLC, the DLC
it was
wasn't even good.
Yeah, you paid like extra $30 and you got the DLC.
Jack the Ripper sucked.
Yeah.
It sucked.
It sucked.
You could only beat Jack the Ripper 3 fucking times. And your old ass fucking,
woman.
Evie for the rest of it. That is so lame that I thought you were going to be able to free roam as Jack.
Yeah, we would kill people, random people.
This was just terrible.
Yeah, I want to see Jack like, die! Die!
No.
Die!
They captured the gruesomeness, the way he, just the craziness, the way he kills people and just the mass mayhem. But what they didn't do, they didn't give us enough time with him. Yeah. They gave us like a tease, and then that's it, and then they were done.
30 minutes.
But before we continue with the Jack the Ripper, let's go back to the main game and talk about the story of this one.
Oh yeah, we have that little kid to get to play as in the future.
So we'll get to that we'll get to that after the Jack the Ripper one.
It's basically Evie, but change the skin.
I oughta start doing scripts for these.
Yeah, it's like, yep, here's everything I say. Yep, this is everything.
Okay.
Yep. I need to do this, and I get extra $50.
We are not professionals.
Go on, get $50.
Okay.
Buy this Atlas thing, and then you get games down. No. It's still light.
You see what I have to deal with? Okay.
It's evil.
Okay. Let's continue with the story. We're gonna start with the story because the story is what's really wrong with it. Alright. The story starts off where it basically you get to play as Jacob and Evie Fry, and they are the main characters. You can switch off between them, and one of the problems with the story was you play as too much of Jacob, and a lot of people figured that, oh, you get to play as both of them. which you can,
and
but
you have a hat.
as far as the main story, it kind of takes away from that. But if you were to do like maybe 6 or 7 missions as Evie with the Piece of Eden,
in like 8 sequences as Jake.
Then
Jake the dog.
Yeah, that's
Take the dog.
But majority of the story is focused on Jacob and not Evie, and I actually think this is okay because
second game.
Evie is not as an interesting character as I thought she would be. She was actually really a dull and boring character.
That shows they do not
she was
like female main characters.
No, it's just
that's what it shows because they did that.
No. Here's the thing. Shut up. I'm serious. You shut up now. Okay, Evie was too much too serious.
Like
she was too. No, she was worser than Altair because she didn't care sometimes.
Well, they don't care about civilians.
No, they don't.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not kidding.
Sad day.
And then they try to show she has emotion by having this one scene with this girl who Jacob and Evie work with to help the other children around London, and she gets sick and she has to take her to the hospital or whatever, to the nurse, get her medicine stuff. Sure, but that's you trying to. Why would you need to try that hard to humanize her? That's the problem. You try so hard to humanize her that she doesn't seem that way because of the way she acts with Jacob. She's just all about, it's about the piece of Eden. It's about getting that. It's about, she just keeps telling him the stories. And me and Jacob, we're like, okay, you know what?
That's enough.
We don't care. We'll save London from the actual bad guys while you go off and find your little piece of Eden toy. That's how I think. And that's why I like to be Jacob more, because Jacob reminded me of Edward a little bit, but he actually gave a damn. Yeah. That's what I liked about Jacob. He was like Edward, but he actually gave a damn.
Make Assassin's Creed.
And I would play as more Jacob than Evie, and when I did play as Evie, I was like, just switch me back. I don't even want to play as this girl. I don't want to play as her because her character is so dull that I just want to be done. It's so bad, and it could have been way better. And yeah, they got that little banter, real life banter between a brother and sister, which is cool. But still, it didn't deliver. And then this stupid together fight at the end was just so bad.
Oh!
It was so bad and so by the books, script after script. It just wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. Could have been way better. It was just a bad story. It just didn't work. I mean, and the worst part was I spent $60 on this shit. $60 fucking dollars? Are you kidding me? So yeah, I spent $60 on a game that was super hyped, and it was just terrible. It was terrible. At the beginning, it was good. But then middle, third act, the last part of the game, it was bad. It was really bad. It fell flat on its story. It was bad. It was really bad. So that's all I gotta say about the story. Now let's talk about the combat. Combat in this game. Oh my god, this is so... It's not bad, but it's not good. When you get to a certain level, if you're the max level, you're unbeatable and you start killing everybody. Even if you go back and fight the main villain, he's still... You're gonna beat him in one hit each. Because, you switch between each character and you try to kill him. It's not going to take long to kill him. It's going to take 2 seconds, 2 hits, 3 hits, he's done. And you can say that about any blow schmo in this game. There's no difficulty once you go back to playing this game after you get to like the best level in the game, which is 10. There's no difficulty. You cannot even replay the game. There's no new game. No new game. That is the worst part. You can't go back and replay the game. You just gotta restart, or you just gotta either replay the memory, or that's it. You can't replay the game, and it's bad. It's just, it could have been better, and it just wasn't good. The combat is so ridiculous that okay, before we talk about how stupid it is, let's talk about the weapons. You can use a cane. Like a cane with a knife in it. It's kind of cool. You got a normal knife, which is kind of cool. And then you got bare knuckles, which is what I generally use, right? And some of these were cool. Like, for example, like when you're just punching the guy and you're just having fun doing punching him, and he finishes them. Your character finishes them. It's like, yeah, that's cool. That feels cool. That's cool. But once you do it after like the 7th or 8th time, it just gets boring and repetitive. And even the multi takedowns, where you get all of the enemies to a certain health, like low health, and then you do a multi-kill where you can like just start killing every single, like about 5 or 6 different enemies 5 enemies at once. It was the max, where you just kill all the enemies at once. That was cool, but then it gets repetitive, and then it becomes less cool than it could have been. And that's the problem with this. And that's the repetition of gameplay is bad. So repetition of gameplay is bad. There was a few things I liked. I think one good thing that came out of this was when I first played the game and I started as Jacob, I liked how when you assassinate someone and you're in stealth mode, you trip them and you just stabs them. That was cool. Now that was pretty cool. I was like, like that was cool. That was really cool. Like that was probably one of my favorite assassinations out of every Assassin's Creed game I ever played. That is my favorite one. I don't know. The game. It doesn't have. It barely has any glitches. I've only come across very few times it glitched out. Trying to remember what else I can think about. Carriages. You can ride a carriage in this game with the 2 horses and stuff like that. If you think of it like a car, it's you can get through that. Let's just say that. If you think of it like a car, you can get through it, because that's what it basically is. It's basically a car, but with horses. Like that's what it is. It's really boring. It's not interesting. It's even the carriage fights are not interesting. Like just ramming them. That's Assassin's Creed Revelations. Like that's not new. Oh, here's another kicker. The graffle, on the glove is like a graffle from Batman. So you're telling me I'm Batman now because I can graffle up there? That's just so stupid. That is stupid. It's not cool. It's so. I would prefer to climb than to ever use that thing. It is not cool to use. In fact, once after maybe 10 times you do it, you get bored of it because you just want to climb sometimes. Sometimes you just, because there's no joy in climbing in the game no more. Like after you get this thing, you just hit LB, You just catapult up there like it's unrealistic. It's only entertaining a few times, and then it gets boring, repetitive, and it just isn't good. All right, talk about Jack the Ripper. The story, like I said, the story was it could have been better. I think the ending fight was good. Was better. The ending fight from the original game was better in Jack the Ripper DLC, but not a satisfying end after the boss fight. It's kind of like, oh, now it's over. Whatever, it's gone. That was... Why? Like, do you not have any emotion for these characters anymore? Like, there's no... Like, you don't want to show him at home, maybe. Maybe he's at the Jacob's at the hospital. Or maybe he is, at home with maybe... Because there's not a lot of, like, serious talks besides them talking about their father, about them talking about how they feel about everything that's happening. Like, they don't talk about it, and that's one of the problems. They don't have any emotion with it, and it just sucks. It's stupid. It's boring. And it could have been better. I keep saying that, but it's true. It could have been better. And this game, it's satisfying. The game is satisfying to a degree. You can only there's no replay value here. You play it once, you're done. Like, this is the type of game you rent, not buy. Like, this is the type of game you rent at Redbox, and then leave, and then return it, and then don't play it ever again, because that's what it is. It's no replayability. Whereas for Unity is replayable. In my opinion, whether in Syndicate, it's not. So let's get down to the final verdict, because my phone's gonna die, and I don't know what else to say about this story. So it's basically copy and paste. I don't like being Batman in Assassin's Creed. The carriages were dumb. And the ending was terrible. What else is bad about the game? I don't know. Overall, it's one of those games you play one time and then that's it. That's it. You don't play the game anymore after that. So there are 4 problems with this game. And, no character development. No character development. At all. And that is 5 strikes. So that means Assassin's Creed Syndicate is a 5 out of 10. That is my lowest Assassin's Creed score ever. It is an average, poor story, poor copy and paste. You can see it. Like, it's really just, it's not original. It's, the idea on paper was original, but not the actual idea. Or the actual game. So that's the problem with this game. 5 out of 10. It was average. Could have been better. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. I honestly don't really know, because it's enjoyable to play, but sometimes it's on again, off again. It just, I don't know. The game, there's no really defending it. It was kind of a pain. And it sucks that Syndicate wasn't as good as we hoped it was. So, anyway, guys, I still, if you were to ask me what would you rather play, I would tell you to play Unity, not Syndicate, because Syndicate, there's no replayability at all after that. So, till then, guys, keep rocking and rolling. I'll see you in the next video.